May it be a light for you in dark places when all other lights go out.
Hey guys, this is DCHL Devin here.
And this is DCHL Walker.
And DCHL Rob, King in the North.
Special guest here today. So this is going to be our NOVAopen Recap video. You guys have probably seen a bunch of vlogs from James and Jamie and Blackfire Productions and like a lot. It might be
Everybody that was there pretty much.
Everyone was there, the last.
It was an awesome event, so it had to be filmed. We weren't able to film it because we were busy running it, which was exhausting, but it was honestly a blast.
Yep.
Had a great time with the Brits. I actually think they loved you, Rob. They loved Weed Walker too. Actually, you know what?
Mutual, guys.
Rob was voted most loved American.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
I was voted
unanimously too.
Wow.
Yeah,
that is a great honor. I accept this award on behalf of the DCHL, and I'm going to Disney World.
At least we won something.
That's right.
I think I was voted James's favorite drinking partner. I'm not sure, but we slept together. So
In a car.
No, we're gonna leave that open-ended.
Okay.
No.
If you would like more information, please contact James.
No. I think it was a good spooning as he spooned. So
Were you big spoon or little spoon?
I think I was a little one.
How big are you on British slang? You don't
Is that a bad thing?
I'm gonna leave it open-ended. Anyway,
So we're actually here to talk about Nova now.
So as you guys know, we actually ran a bunch of events there, and I think a lot of them were a blast. I think we should go down one by one, just talking about them a little bit, what happened in Nova, and things that we're going to change for the future. First one, we actually have Mortars Arena, which was actually our Thursday event. What did you think of that one, Walker?
That was a lot of fun. Everybody had a blast. We ran 2 rounds. Everybody had a good old time smashing each other and smashing all the poor little goblins and trolls and ring race, and somebody almost killed Sauron in one turn, which was awesome.
It was one dice roll off.
One dice roll off and he would have killed Sauron in one turn.
For those of you who don't know what they're talking about, so we added this rule into Mortars Arena that we thought would never happen. Sauron shows up on the last turn, and if you kill him, you win the game. Because someone asked me, like, hey, what happens if I kill Sauron? I'm like, I don't know, it's impossible, but whatever, you win.
You win.
Yep. And so I threw it in there as a rule, and someone almost did it.
Yep.
4 out of 5 runes, Jacob Hall. He actually was almost our champion for the GT.
Almost.
He was the closest out of all of us anyway.
Yeah.
At least DCHL guys.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. Tom put him in his place, I guess.
Well, to be fair, Tom put everyone in their place, so thumbs up for Tom.
Everybody enjoyed the Mordor Arena, but unfortunately, we're not going to run it next year. It just requires too much staff, too many models. However, if you do want the rules, please leave a note for us or email us at dchl@gmail.com, and we'll send
DC Hobbit League at gmail.com.
DC Hobbit League.
Somebody almost got a really interesting email. So.
Yeah. Or it doesn't exist.
Right.
So I think the next event we had, which was actually worked out extremely well, was Middle-earth's Deadliest Heroes. What did you think about that?
Oh, I thought that one was a lot of fun. I mean, yes, you get all hero armies in regular tournaments from time to time, but just seeing a mass of heroes of all different races and factions slamming into each other, it was very fun. It was unique.
The coolest one I saw was the Champions of Aragorn, all 13 dwarves out on the battlefield.
That was
a great one.
I put it at 1,000 points, hoping someone would bring that. So it was like awesome. Matt definitely saw that one. That one we are definitely bringing back to Nova. I think that one worked out a lot better than even I had in my mind. I just kind of was like, I don't even really know how this is going to happen. We might comp it a little bit.
Yeah.
We saw kind of a nasty combo that we were like, probably don't want that to show up twice.
Yeah, but even then, I mean, overall, I was surprised that the armies tended to be relatively tame to what you could do in that kind of setting.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, you had the Tom Bombadils and other problematic kind of heroes, but most people just had fun with it.
One person with Tom.
No, there were 2. At least 2 that I saw.
And honestly, they weren't even the winners, though. I mean, honestly, people were with an army of heroes. You can deal with that pretty easily.
Yeah.
So
Bring an army of goblin captains from Goblin Town.
So definitely bringing that one next year. You guys definitely want to check that out. Trust me, it's one of our more fun, one of my favorites, definitely.
It was great.
So the next event we had was Chaos in Arda. Now this one was a hidden gem. A lot of people actually didn't know what to expect with this, including the GBHL.
Yep.
Turned out to be one of the GBHL's most fun events.
Yep.
And favorites actually.
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't even know how to explain it.
If any of the GBHL guys are watching and you're not one of the members that came over here, I gave them 5 decks to go home with, to play with. Hit them up, play them one game. It's awesome. It's just a free-for-all battle to go crazy and kill everybody, make alliances, and then backstab them and run around and keep going crazy. It's just total chaos. So it's a lot of fun.
You can't really plan for it, right?
No.
Because it's constant movement, things are changing, objectives are changing, so it's truly chaos.
Yep, and that's what honestly makes the match awesome, because there's no real sense of like if you lose the game, you almost feel like, well, you couldn't control anything. So the only change to that, we are definitely bringing it to Nova next year, but it will be free. We're not going to actually put it as one of our main events. So we just kind of are going to schedule it and then leave it at that.
Yeah, or have it as open play too. So if you have like a couple other buddies that want to play, throw down on one of the nice boards. Goblin Town would be awesome to play it on. Osgiliath or
Even Lake Town.
Lake
with all
Town.
those weird,
We played it on Lake Town a whole bunch of times.
Absolutely. Lake Town actually is awesome. We are going to expand Goblin Town, actually. That's the plan. So maybe once that becomes a 4x4, that would be a pretty crazy...
that would be an awesome match.
Well, that just adds a whole new level, because that's a multi-dimensional board that you have different levels to fight on.
Yeah.
So
I think that would be epic. So definitely coming back to Nova next year. So, of course, the two that we know are coming back, but just are going to change a little bit. The doubles, which congratulations, Tom and Damien. They won the doubles.
Damien O'Brien.
I don't think
I'm sorry. So for those of you who heard it in James's vlog, I called him Damien O'Brien, and it's O'Burn. But apparently it happens in Britain all the time, so it's not like an American thing.
No, it's just an American thing. It's just your horror.
Is it really? Is
Yeah.
it American?
Yeah.
No, it's really just a Devin thing.
Yeah,
I think, actually.
pretty much.
You're a shame.
I just wouldn't say his last name. Solve that problem real quick.
I just remember it because it's like burn, like, oh, I got a sunburn. So all the Army listeners like burn.
I'm gonna leave like an empty pause next time. And the next winner is Damien. Just leave it like that.
Damien O'Face.
Something O'Face. Okay.
So basically the only change we're making to that is make it longer. Unfortunately, we weren't able to control the times very much. Not going to get into it, but we didn't give enough time for a 1,000-point match. We knew this going in. So Jamie, I know you didn't like that at all, and I know James actually didn't like. They had like an hour and a half to play 1,000 points, so they didn't get to see the conclusion of those matches.
Yeah.
You will have a respectable amount of time. In fact, we're thinking about hosting that for like a day-long event.
Yep.
3 rounds still, but just a
Day long. That way you have some time to go check out the shops, go to some of the other seminars if you want to, and stuff like that. So that would be good.
Well, definitely. I mean, obviously, because we were working the convention, we didn't get to play a lot, but that was one that I got to personally play in.
Yeah.
And while it was, I liked the comp and the format, it was a lot of fun. You could feel the time limit.
Surprisingly enough, I got to play in that one too.
Did you really?
Yeah, actually, he did.
Yeah, we were both ringers in that one. Well, you were playing.
Yeah,
I was the ringer.
Cool,
and I
cool.
actually, there was an odd man out, so I played with some Urukai from.
Sorry, I couldn't see to the bottom tables from where we were.
Actually, excuse me, we were second place.
Well, I
You couldn't see us from all the way up yonder.
Consider me.
Well, as you guys know, I didn't get to play in any events because the problem is I would have taken home all the trophies. So.
Oh, right. We don't even think that's true.
By theft only.
He just would have not have brought them.
That's right. I still took them home though. No, honestly, these guys are way better than I am. So
He's got a whole bunch of trophies that he sharpied his name on from Nova. So.
And he hangs them on his wall. It's like, I'm so proud.
So yeah, that's going to be the major change we make to that. And obviously, of course, changing the name to Storm the Camp. I think a lot of people were confused about Storm the Camp and some of its mechanics because they're thinking the old Storm the Camp. Mm-hmm. I think you guys got confused on that.
Yeah, we misread it and we totally blew our game because of it.
Yep, it's okay. That wasn't just them, it was a lot of people. So we're changing the name completely to force you to know, hey, This is not Storm the Camp. It's our own version of it, and we might tweak it a little bit too.
A big thing with the scenarios that we do for any of our stuff, we'll have more time and we'll actually detail them out beforehand, whole flushed out, whole rules, just like you find in the rule book, just like you would find in any other tournament. That will be another big change that we do for all of our events. This year we were a little time crunched, so we didn't have as much time to do that properly. And speaking of which, our notepads for Army lists will also change next year.
Yes.
Yeah.
They will be more relevant.
Yeah, we didn't use them all that much, but
We use them plenty, but other people.
well, for the
use
Army
them.
list, yeah.
That side of the paper.
I don't know. I mean, I received Army lists when we were judging me and Walker the Army list. I received just about everything, including toilet paper. I mean, it was just like a complete hodgepodge.
I think next year we're also going to try to do something digital, so people from beforehand can do it before, set their Army
Submit your Army list in advance.
And it'll honestly just speed things up for us as judges, make it easier to catch, any kind of errors, mistakes, make it easier for opponents that want to see your Army list. I mean, it'll just make it easier for everyone.
Yep.
So I guess the last thing, of course, the last event, the main event, the one that will take up the same amount of time. I think 2 days was about appropriate for it. Probably push it a little bit later in the morning. I think Sunday started at 9, and that's not very good when you're out drinking till 5 in the morning.
I think we should have it start at 7 because then the kids that don't drink have a good chance for that first round to just dominate.
I'm just going to say this. Me and Walker were there.
I was there. I was alive. Yeah.
Me and James and Clint Whitney were there in spirit alone. Like no, in physical body alone, and that's it. Like, we were so done. We drank till like 5 in the morning, and then had to, but it was good. The event ran perfectly.
Yep.
The only thing we would say, obviously, for those of you who were there, Wrecking Order will get changed a little bit.
We're tossing around some ideas.
And the
It'll
main
be different scenarios, most likely.
we're just gonna practice with it.
Reconnoiter is tough for a tournament anyway. It's such a weird scenario that I personally don't love it when I see it at tournaments anyway. So we'll play with it.
Yeah. And the other thing that's changing about it, and this is probably the most important change, because the scenarios we try to keep simple for the GT for everyone to understand it, but the points system, there have been some reservations about how we pointed. We did victory points, so winning and losing didn't matter so much, which there were many tournaments that do. But we're going to go ahead and see what the GBHL and Canadians and actually some other ideas that we have to offer.
Yep.
This was something that we came up with in the relatively short amount of time that we had. But I think overall, though, I think the victory points still worked. It just, we want to try some other.
So this next year we're going to test out a couple different systems. So everybody in our local area that's going to play in our different tournaments, there are going to be tests to see if these work well, what ideas are good, what ideas are bad. So just keep an eye out when for in our light in the dark videos and things like that for when we're doing those.
Exactly.
And send suggestions too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Any ideas?
Sam Taylor from the the
Canadian
OSBGL. Yeah, no, it's OSBGL. I'm actually starting to get the acronym down. He actually sent me he wants to do the win-tie loss system. So when we go to Canada, we can test out that.
Yeah.
We do plan on that. So I guess that segues actually into our next little thing, is unless you guys have more to add to the GT, is about our events we plan in the future. Before that.
Sure.
Okay.
No,
So number one, coming to England. Definitely a plan. Like, that's super solidified. I think we all got permission from the wifeys, especially me.
you don't have one.
Yeah, I know. She gave me permission in like a second.
How drunk are you?
Best wife ever.
He asked his right hand, his left hand said no, so that has to stay back. But his right hand said
okay, she'll let you go. Got it.
Yeah.
So
I don't know about you, Rob, but my wife just has to come with me. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely heavily implied that must be the case, but it wasn't, written in the contract. Maybe we could also have what did the GBHL call it, like a lads' week or whatever.
a guy's night out, which I'm sure James will.
But I can tell you that right now.
Well, I'll ask James if
It's
he's
okay.
ready for another drink.
We love our wives. We want them with us. They can go do stuff while we play.
Yes.
Well, for the
She's fine with
date.
that.
For the date, so you guys know, is we're planning on the Desolation of Stockport, which we've heard is your biggest event. We're thinking April, but the Canadians also want to come, and they're thinking October. October kind of causes a problem, but we'll see. We might be able to make it.
This October?
No.
Okay, good. Because I was like, that ain't
I was
happening.
gonna say you guys have fun.
Hey, so any GBHL guys watching, please send us the rules for those so that we can start building our armies.
Well, they may not know them now.
Use the ones that last year because it's probably going to be close to the
probably.
same. Right.
Yeah, we'll ask for them. I'll get them, and we will come. And then
Come and take first, second, and third.
We need to
Exactly.
start planning armies because we have a podium to claim.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
as you
man.
guys know, the GBHL took all 3 slots of our tournament, but
Well deserved. They
yeah.
played really, really well.
Yes.
And to be completely fair to all of them, none of them have what I would consider truly filthy lists. I mean, they had good lists and they knew how to play them, but you know, they played well and they earned their wins. So
Yes,
kudos
they
to
did.
you guys.
Good
We have
job,
a lot
guys.
to learn.
yeah, they definitely. James taught me a lot about Magic. Well,
Actually,
James and Damien. taught
You
me.
guys are just lucky that we 3 didn't play.
It's
It
true.
would have been a different
Sadly,
tournament.
Bard Washington and the Lake Town Colonials didn't make it. But there's another time.
Unfortunately, the Hunter Orcs didn't get all the paint on them that they needed because I ran out of paint. Literally ran out of paint.
Yeah,
It's
you
crazy.
You did.
I've never had that happen before.
Well, we have plenty of time to prepare this time because we
Yes.
are coming in for the top spots of Redesolation. And I don't know if you guys, but I personally also plan to come to Canada to the OSBGL tournaments.
What's there?
Well, they have a bunch of small ones that run throughout the year, but they've said that November is one of their bigger ones. This November.
That
now,
would be swingable for me.
I think I can make that
we'll
work.
see. It's Canada, so it's not exactly a difficult
we
trip.
drove.
You can drive.
Yeah.
I mean, the Canadians drove to Nova.
Yeah.
I believe it's like an 11-hour trip. It's like going to Chicago.
And if we all 3 drove together, it'd be easy.
Yeah, I'll sleep in the back for all 12 hours. So
Sounds like what he would do. It's okay. We don't need him anyway.
Not really. We'll probably leave him in some rush stop or something.
He'll just
you
stay
see
sleeping
the
in
kind
the
of
car.
respect that I get around here. But yeah, definitely coming to Canada, see you guys, and we're definitely looking forward to that. And yeah, I think that'll be a great event. So
Yeah, should be fun.
So-
Let's make it work.
So the Canadians, please send us those rules so we can get our armies
yeah,
ready.
you guys definitely send out your rules.
we need those now.
Yeah, so
I need to buy more paint and then paint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I just painted an army. Now I have to paint another one.
No, you stay out, dude.
no, dude, I have plenty of people who will paint my army, so I'm good to go.
That's because you.
Yeah, he needs us.
No, I'm not painting your crap.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
Done
guys.
with your crap.
I have my own crap.
Well, I have Casey. I don't care.
Good. Casey, if you're watching this, which we all know you are, you have more business coming your way.
He's probably like, yes.
He's like, I'm rich. I'm rich.
So
Before you make that promise, this man throws a lot of models in your way, so evaluate carefully. Once the floodgates open, it's like, oh, that looks cool, paint my 6 armies.
So cool. We're doing all these different events. We're doing going around and seeing everything else. We're planning stuff for next year. I think that's it, right?
Absolutely. I think as a final thing in this video, yeah, the GBHL were absolutely awesome guests.
Yep.
We had a great time with them, and we definitely look forward to and the Canadian guys, actually everybody, the Chicago guys, LATR, SPG battles, all of you guys.
Yeah.
Fantastic time, you guys. Probably actually the highlight of my year, I'm not even gonna lie. Something that I see that big photo that I put as the cover page on the Facebook page, and
That was really cool.
I could agree with that. That was really great.
Adam, you're a genius for making us take that photo.
Yeah.
So,
So the big thing for this year, guys, is all of you that had fun, which is everyone, and get a buddy into the hobby with Lord of the Rings. Have them dust back up, or some other friends that have been playing and have got out of it for other reasons. Bring them to Nova next year so we can be twice as big.
exactly. The
Absolutely.
community is growing. We're making an international community, unlike I think any other group has. So I think it's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be great.
It will be great. And just to echo what you said, great people that I met at this Nova, the Canadians, the GBHL, obviously some of the most awesome guys I've ever met. So glad that they could make the trip.
Yeah.
Canadians, so happy they drove down. It was nice to
And
see
won
the
the
melding of
painting.
play styles. Yeah, the melding of play styles and just the fact that, here we have people from all over the place, different communities, and yet, we're all the same, we all got along like this. And it's just really nice to see.
It was
Nerds
actually really-
unite!
Sam Taylor, I'll announce it. You are tied for 4th on there, so good job on that. So hit it at 36. So
him and like 6 other people. Man.
yeah,
It was a tight race.
It was a really tight race.
So if you guys if you have any questions about your standing, you want them, we're not going to post it publicly. But if you want to know, email me at dchlwalker@gmail.com, and I will send you those individually
you had.
and for the grand tournament. So
Right.
I have all those on my computer.
I have some of the other ones still in my case when I was writing them down, so if they have other questions, but that's the big one.
All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to be the end of this video. I'd like to say that we also, as a last thing, I forgot to mention, is that Sam Taylor from the OSBGL, instead of starting their own YouTube channel, they're going to be contributing to ours, which is awesome because I always need help. So look forward to a video by him actually tomorrow, and you will see an upload from him. Every so often, we'll see how much of a schedule he wants to make off of it, where he continues with his already regular podcast of tactics in SBG. That's not the title of it, but that's just what it's about. So look forward to that, and we hope to see you guys soon.
Absolutely.
Later.
See you guys.